Legends League, Legends League, Legends League. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? This Thursday, we just chilling, making moves. I thought I'd drop y'all a quick show, man, since I have time. Let me get everything working, man. Nothing crazy. Just trying to get y'all linked up right here. How's everybody doing, man? I know I asked it twice, man, but there's nothing wrong to check on you boys. Hope all is well. I see our day got out with a bang, man, with the Eagles against the Cowboys. That rivalry is sick. I will say those two, man, make it entertaining. Every day is a Monday when it comes to them. I'm going to talk about a few housekeeping things, but let me first post everything to the chat so everybody can join because I am solo at the moment. Anyways, but yeah, we got the show, man. Thought we'd bring something to you, man. Really haven't done anything for Season 5 yet. We did a slight recap of Season 4, but nothing for Season 5. So I thought I'd bring y'all a little bit of something, man, to hear and wrap your brain around if not. So, but last but not least, man, I would like to say that the season is starting off very, 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 very surprising finishes. Some not so surprising, but a lot of teams are 0-3, but a lot of teams are 3-0 with some in the middle. We had some shockers. I would say the 49ers against the Super Bowl champion. I believe their first game, the 49ers was able to pull it out. And I believe the 49ers was able to pull out a last-minute clincher against the Seahawks, the ones who actually put them out the playoffs. So it's been a lot of interesting stuff, man, to see so far in the season. If anybody has problems hearing me, let me know. Everything is posted so I can get the show rocking. All right, let's go. All right. First of all, we're going to talk about a little housekeeping issues, the schedule and everything else. I know the newbies are in here trying to understand the dynamics of the league. Pretty much, guys, just, hey, the channels are open for a reason. Make sure you set the times in there within 24 hours. We'll keep that rule out of respect to times. However, guys, we do not have to push fast on the league. We are in Season 5. People have been asking me how many more seasons do we think we'll roll. Think about it this way. If every season is a month and 2 weeks, and with NCAA coming out in July, you guys can almost do the math. In my personal opinion, based upon how we roll in here, I think we will go 3 to 4 more seasons. So people have been asking me. That's what I think it's going to do. It'll be about 3 or 4 more seasons. If there's any more questions to that, let me know. I'm going to play it by ear. Honestly, the league rolls based upon how y'all roll, man. If y'all go fast, hey, we'll see how fast we go. If y'all go slow, hey, that's why the advanced times are there and set. I would be willing to hold this advance till Saturday morning because we do have one force win possibly in the works. We had 2 force wins last week, a force fair sim, sorry about that. And that's just based upon people have different schedules. So I don't mind holding it a certain period, but just not too long. Because honestly, I'd rather people play their games and enjoy it instead of feeling the rush or anything else. So just let me know. That's all we can do is just communicate. Nothing wrong with over communicating. But outside of that, guys, man, we've been very active. It's been pretty good, man. Definitely impressed with the activity. Usually around this time, man, leagues are dying off. Leagues are getting quiet, man. People are quitting. We have had an average turnover of 1 to 2 users per season, which, man, I'll take that any day instead of replacing 3 or 4 or something like that. So we're going to have a hot topic, man, that people have been pressing me for, and I'm going to talk about it later, but I'm not going to talk about it now. But going back to the schedule, man, just know that people are on this spring breaks starting this week, next week, and the week after next, I think 3 weeks in a row. So it's going to be some people out of commission, man, and I get it. But just let's say, man, respect people's time and everything else and just try to reach out within 24 hours. Outside of that, man, the normal housekeeping rules, make sure we respect each other. Above the belt, above the belt, above the belt. Oh, shit. We had a massive trade just go in. The Cowboys who are going to be part of my discussion later, have traded the 3rd overall pick, receiver Taylor Rhodes, who will probably never see any action, and linebacker Micah Parsons, 99 overall X Factor, 28 years old, to the Indianapolis Colts, who are also going to be a part of my discussion for a 1st round pick, a 2nd round pick this year's, next year's 2nd, Jimmy Esparza, right end, 25 years old, 79 overall. He's a Wood. Michael Pittman, star, 29 years old. Uh, Osiris Torrance, star, 27 years old. And Marcus Ayers, 22 years old, 68 overall. I mean, you guys, y'all heard it here first. This is breaking news. It literally just dropped 1 minute ago. So we do have a blockbuster trade that just happened between the Cowboys and the Colts. I mean, guys, what do y'all think about that? Is that a game changer for who? Um, this is crazy. I don't know my opinion yet. I mean, I told you guys we're going 3 more seasons, so it all depends on what the Cowboys can do in that position. Um, what was that cap hit? That cap hit was $30 million for the Cowboys, and the trade obviously went through. So we'll see if it goes through on the game. Um, yeah, and Micah's on a 4-year, 6-year deal. I mean 4-year deal. I mean 6 years deal, and he's on year 4. So hey, we'll see. I'm not gonna sit back and dig too much, but Micah Parsons is now in Indianapolis Colt. Dang. So yeah, we getting this show started off sweet and slow. But yeah, I didn't expect that already off the bat. But what we'll do now, speaking of, we will go into standings overall. What I think about where we're at so far, if y'all can see the guys at the top, we do have Roach with 1 loss, but we do have some couple of new people to the winning column up here. If y'all notice, the new people, the Titans, he is 2-0 this year. Yes, he is 2-0. We have Fuzz making a statement with 2-0. We have, of course, Qua. Yeah, bro, I'm going to talk about you later, too. You'll be on the list. We got Chef making noise. So, yeah, of course, the Chiefs, undefeated. And we have a surprise. This is the one I want to talk about, too. New to the list, we have a 3-0 Philadelphia Eagles. Yes, 3-0 Philadelphia Eagles. We have Young doing young things. We got the Bengals at 2-0. Yes, the Bengals is 2-0 off a quiet win against Mr. Smith. Yes, he beat Mr. Smith in game 1, and no one talked about it. And hey, sometimes it's like that. My boy YC, yeah, I said my boy, man. Well, we've turned a new leaf, man. We squashed the old drama about Fumblegate and everything from last Madden. And hey, man, this man is a man of few words, but when he has words, hey, they're really powerful and impactful. But I will say, man, he's starting off 2-0. Hopefully, I know he hasn't played one of those games, I believe. I think he played one, but one's a fair sim. But he won the fair sim. But hey, man, either way it goes, he's 2-0. We got Honcho at 2-0, which is a surprise to me. He will be a part of the show later on, which I will mention him. I know you guys are like, why do these guys be a part of the show? Whatever that. I'm not telling you. And of course, we got Mookie himself at 3-0. And that's going over the undefeated teams. Mookie is 3-0, people. I guess he's come to play with 110 points for and 57 against. I don't think anybody else has that. I'm going to sort it. Yep. So this dude's offense is potent, and he's talking about he's worried about his offense. Do not listen to this shit, guys. He's playing because he's about to make a point. I know what he's doing, so I'm calling him out right there. Oh, I see you right there, top with 2-1. That's not going to last long. Anyways, yeah, so that's your standings. The recap so far, man, I mean, I can't tell you what's going to happen out of these divisions. I do know that each division is highly competitive still, even with the losses. The surprises are, yes, Austin is 0-2. He has a game this week. I believe he is going to be playing. Got to go on my schedules, guys. Don't tease me. I don't have all my paperwork ready. But Austin is going against the Bengals, which is going to be a great matchup. I believe Austin has beat him a couple of times, but the Bengals are shining this season. I will say, man, the Bengals have drafted well the last 2 years. One draft he didn't even participate in, but the last two, man, I know he's drafted well because everybody's like he's taking my damn players. But other than that, man, I expect this to be a good game. Uh, who else wins this division after Smitty winning it last year? All this talk about his running back, which I'm never gonna say his name, only his mama given name, which is he's Haywood. Yes, that's his real name is Haywood. Um, yeah, we don't know what Smitty's gonna do. He's been, I would say, quiet so far, man. After a blazing exit by K Dub. Oh my God, that was living in infamy forever in the chat. So, but yeah, Smitty, I expect to bounce back. This is nothing new, but his one loss is to the Bengals, and he is scheduled to play against Qua. I don't know what time. I can look that time up for you guys that don't have the schedule chats open, but it does look like them boys. They will be playing. Oh, might be a fair sim. So they got to figure things out. Schedules might be opposite, but it looks like so far 9:30 tonight. So we'll see if they end up playing. All right. As far as the game that people aren't talking about, and I'm gonna go up to that player. It's Union Bowl. Yes, the Union Bowl is tonight. I don't know if it's tonight. It might be tomorrow. But yeah, this is a game with homeboys. So you're not gonna hear too much chatter about it, unless people want to talk about it. But I expect them to, be competitive. I expect it to be a really good game. But the game definitely will be played, and it is against his boy, man, K Dub. So his PIC man, you know what I'm saying, his co-worker dog, his fellow shit talker man. So we'll see what they can do. Anyways, man, this division, I don't know if it's going to last like this. It's highly competitive. But let's see where they end up at, man. But if I can give my prediction now, it's too early to tell, man. Talk to me about week 8. But I am impressed off what I'm seeing so far. Austin's going to have to pick up some defense, man, or he's going to be looking at a high draft pick, which I doubt that's Austin's style. I think he'll step it up because that was a fair sim, which I'll give him credit for. But the first loss, yeah, he got that L on him. Anyways, AFC South. This is crazy. Gideon is 0-3 and just lost to Mookie. He lost a payback last week, and I cannot recall the first game he lost. But to see the AFC South champion on top of getting to the AFC divisional championship last year and to be 0-3, man, that's a shocker. I will say that. And you have the new Titans user at 2-0 who came in saying this is his division. So this is crazy, man. Just what's going on, and this is a new user, by the way. He came in hot yesterday about a trade or something like that. I didn't really pay too much attention. I try to not stay too much in the chat and the line because I am a commissioner, and I try to keep the peace most of the time. These shows are here to start shit, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna straight up say it. But yeah, I think the Titans are gonna prove a point this year because whatever trade happened, debacle that went down to where he had to express his opinion. Homeboy let it be known that it's his division. But not so fast. You got payback with the big trade. Yes, payback with the big trade with Michael Parsons being shipped off. For honestly, is a decent trade. I will say that. I mean, he did give a lot in draft capital, but at this point, man, I think he's trying to win. And now he has the defense to do it. He has Patrick Mahomes, and he has Micah Parsons, along with all his superstar O-linemen he still has on that team. So he is building the D-line, man. He's recognizing what he has to do to win. I want to see if this translates on the field. So, man, I expect a competitive division with the Titans winning so far. Shit, and payback and 0-3. And, of course, the Texans. They just did a trade with Vic to where they received a 99 overall running back star, though, in the form of Nick Floyd. And that is going to be his staple. That's what he's going to be doing for the rest of Madden probably, is feeding that man until that man can get to where he translates to wins. So we'll see what we can do. Anyways, keeping it going, man. Keep it going. Not a surprise. You got Quiet 2-0 and you got the Jets 3-0. I am waiting to see for them two boys to play. With Qua only giving up 17 points in the last 2 weeks, that is astonishing, man. So, hey, we'll see what happens. No surprise with the Dolphins 0-2. They'll be part of my segment. Bills at 101 though, and the only problem I see is this big fat 70 he's given up so far. So Tariq, man, I know you can play better than this. Stop giving up early in games. try your best, bro, because you are better than what the score says and everything else. And I know, yes, he's going to have a fair sim this week because of schedules between him and Kung Fu. But yeah, whoever wins that game, the fair sim, man, I think will still make some noise. But if you start off 1-2, I don't know if you'll be able to rebound in this type of division. Anyways, great job, guys. I like where the competition is going between the Jets and the Patriots. And I know Tariq's going to win a game or two and sneak some in there. So we'll see. Yes, I'm off the Dolphin train. So I'm not going to be talking about no fair nothing, fair this, fair that. It's at the end of the day, man. Yeah, some decisions was made as far as the GM is concerned to where I question whether or not that team is competent. But moving on. AFC West. Oh man, dude, you got Vic with a big win. What versus who was it? Who was it? I think it was. I know he has a hard schedule this year, but he had a big win versus Austin week 1, and then week 2 against K Dub. So Vic's doing what he has to do, but I do know that Vic will be challenged this week against guess who at all? Roach. Yes, that is probably the game of the week. It's quiet, no one's talking about it. Make sure you guys tune in to the Super Bowl rematch from season 4. Those guys will settle up again, and we'll see what happens, man. And hey, I can't say who's going to win that game. Well, I might do a predictions for you guys, but I'm also impressed with this guy right here. He took some time off. He wasn't able to play in the playoffs because he went on vacation. For him to come back, have 2-0 start, and have a point spread between 69 and 16. This guy's playing defense. He's on comp, so his team is going to perform better. Yes, he is on comp, so it is going to be a different him in that Raiders uniform, man. I don't know if the Asian Nightmare is still playing. I don't know what he's doing, but I know he's kicking ass and taking names. We have K-Dub at an 0-2 start, giving away 96 points a game. This is not the start he wanted. We'll see if he can turn it around. It's going to be tough, man, in this division because once they get separation, man, it's pretty much where you have to go. And you have the Broncos at 0-2 as well. So it's early, guys. It's early, guys. I can't predict what's going to happen, but from the looks of it, man, it's a two-man race. But, hey, it's too early to tell. Anyways, going off to the NFC Norte. We do have a new Bears user. I did have the opportunity to play the Bears. He will be a part of my segment later. We won't talk about it, but he did make some questionable GM decisions. I don't know if he listens to the podcast. I wish he did. But, man, if you need some advice, bro, we got you. But I don't know if you can rebound from that Jair deal. I don't know if you'll be able to rebound. I think that draft class season 1 will be on the market, so people are going to be feeding, man, like it's sharks in a tank with only one piece of tuna, man. So good luck, bro, if you can keep that team together. But we do have Swag, Chef Swag, another one with only 13 points scored in 2-0, bro. Amazing. I give him props, man. I think this is the season he is going to, yes, I'm going to say it, he's going to dethrone Roach. He's going to dethrone Roach because he let Roach have his fun. He let Roach have his Super Bowl. But I think overall he's going to be like, this my shit. This my shit. I'm going to call it. That is his surprise of the year. The Lions do win his division. With Roach obviously going to make the playoffs, but he's going to do it in a wild card fashion. And we got the Packers with 101 as well. So you see it right now, man. A lot of teams are just pretty much separated in season 4 as far as offense versus defense is concerned, point totals and stuff like that. So NFC South, this is a surprise to me. And I'm not talking about the Falcons. We know YC can ball. I'm talking about Honcho. Honcho has burnt that team to the ground, to the crisp. I don't even know who's on that team anymore. All I know is every time I look at the Panthers and I think I'm going to see a team, I'm going to see somebody I recognize. No, they're on the Cowboys or they're on, shit, I got Chin or, Bryce, yeah, on the Cowboys again. So if you start naming, where's Burns at? Burns is with the Titans. So, yeah. Oh, and you have Max Crosby, who he did trade for. He's gone too. So I don't know what Honcho's doing. I do know what he's doing, but I don't want to say it. He's doing what the Williams boys do best, which is destroy. And when they want to play, they play. But I don't know. I don't think this holds up with Honcho being 2-0 once he's facing some real competition. And Benny, then you'll see what's up. But the shocker is hey, you had the Fireman at 0-2. That is a shocker. That is the shocker that I'm seeing right now is Fireman at a 0-2, giving up 74 points. I don't know what Sam is doing. It might be a rebuild year for him. I think he probably feels this team, which, with all due respect, man, I don't think that team is built to what he wants exactly, except for the running back. I think the D regressions did hurt his team because they were older. Mike Evans, all of them, man, is just he needed to draft, he needed to trade, and Sam is one that hasn't traded. If people don't notice, man, Sam has built that team just like Austin has, ground up and stuck with them all through and through, which it still got them a Super Bowl. So I cannot fault them for that. But then over and all, man, I think it's going to change up with, hey, I think Benny and YC are going to make the most noise out of this division with Sam rebuilding and Honcho. I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, moved on to the NFC Beast. Wow. I never thought I'd be saying this. The Eagles are 3-0. Y'all hear this? The Eagles are 3-0. I don't know if it holds up. I know it's him against the world on how he plays against his division. I think him and Kung Fu Kenny are cool, but as far as these other two users are concerned, there's no love lost, man. Straight up, there's no love lost. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the Eagles are balling, man, with 79 points for and 29 against. That tells you right there he's not bullshitting. And of course, you got Young doing his young things, but man, these guys are starting to understand each other's game. Well, they've been knowing that. It's at this point that where, hey, they're just like, right, man, I got to beat your ass now and take names later. I don't even think they do good games anymore, straight up. So I think that's the most competitive division we have outside of the West. But this East, man, is brutal because they do not like each other, except for Kung Fu. Kung Fu get along with everybody. But let's see if Kung Fu keeps that up, man, to where he pisses one of these dudes off and they go after him. But anyways, man, you got the Cowboys at 0-3, and obviously they don't have Micah Parsons anymore, so I don't expect him to get out that hump, man. Especially with giving away one of his best pieces and getting older, and not accounting for the certain things he had to do as far as GM is concerned. Anyways, NFC West. All right, man, we have the Seahawks with 0-3 and the Cardinals, of course, 0-3. But the Seahawks being 0-3 after doing what he did last season and punching the 49ers out, the 49ers got his payback, man. And now sees 2-1 spot with the Seahawks 0-3. With basically, Seahawks has lost every game by a total of, you guessed it, 12 points. 12 points total. He lost the last game by a touchdown, the last game before that by 3, and the game before that by 3. So he's competing, man, but I think overall his Achilles heel is his defense. The Rams got obliterated by Young. Yes, the Rams got obliterated by Young, but then the next game they able to step up and do some work against the Bears. So we'll see what the Rams can do. I think this will be the end of a era with all the players he has, because he has some pieces he has to either trade up or give up through free agency, which is going to be the case for a lot of teams. So it's going to be a lot of revamping, rebuilding for a lot of teams, with the Rams being one of them. That's myself. So the wide receiver, 99 overall, Stockton, he did get his contract that he wanted. So that means somebody else is going to have to leave and walk out and let it happen. So it is what it is. And you got the Cardinals with 0-2, which the Rams do play the Cardinals today. And so I don't know if this holds. We'll see. Young does want to win that division. Young gets tired of losing, but we'll see what happens. That is it. I will go to my next segment after this special commercial break.
I'm in a relationship with all my bitches, yeah. I need to cut some of them off, I need her. I got some bad things I want to myself. Gotta take the time to cut them off, I need her.
All right, guys, I'm back. I had to get this together, my notes for what I'm about to talk about next. People been asking for this segment for the longest time, and I was just like, man, I don't know. And I finally sat back after work and said, let me do some research and look at what these dudes are doing, man, and see what's going on. So what we're going to do now is a special segment. I'm about to point out who's the 5 best GMs of the league, and this is for every season. Not for every season, but season 1 through 5. So yes, the new dudes. I don't know too much on you guys, but I will be talking about decisions made. I will be talking about trades. I will be talking about drafts. I'll be talking about some of the gameplay, but this mostly falls on Legends' opinion on who the best GMs are, and that pretty much means team builders. Um, let me see. Should we go from the start or we go from the back? Let's go with number 5. All right, number 5. Coming at number 5 for the best team builder. I'm gonna go with the Indianapolis Colts, and today solidified why I think he's one of the best GMs, team builders, in my opinion. Uh, he had a questionable trade with Mahomes at the beginning, but you got to think about it. He got Mahomes on that team. Ended up trading away Anthony Richardson and a picks, but he was still able to get Jahmyr Gibbs. He got Jahmyr Gibbs, man, which changed that team along with Equimulus Brown. Was it Brown? He got Brown on that team, guys. So from the Lions, the trade for the Lions and the trade for the Chiefs, it was a very impressive trade, man, because it changed the scope of his team to where he added some pieces that I thought, okay, what can he do with this? And Hendricks is doing his work, man. People might not agree with the style, but the trades have worked out. Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown. So being that he was able to piece that team together with the offense he has, and now he's focusing on defense, on top of drafting. People don't know this, but he drafted 2 superstar O-linemen. So I've been impressed with his style, man. His team was the best overall team last season. And now he did regress a little bit to a 92. But with the addition of Micah Parsons and not really letting go much of nothing except for picks, I expect him to step up, man. He did beat Gideon this season so far, and he's starting off the game strong, man. I think, 2-0 start so far? No, 1-1 start. So I just expect bigger things from him, man. But I'm definitely impressed with the way he's building this team. Remember, guys, I'm not talking about records as much as like how it relates to the team building. Yes, it has something to do with it because I know you guys will say, how in the hell are the Colts up there when they lost these games or they didn't even get to the playoffs this year, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'm looking at overall team building potential of what they can do. If this man said, fuck it, I'm going to hang it up and I'm quitting the game right now, somebody would be happy with this team, 100%. All right, that takes me to number 4. And yeah, I hate to do this, but it's yours truly, Los Angeles Rams. Legend himself. Yes, I very much think I am an ace team builder when it comes to looking at teams, and you can ask Jabbar this. He knows. Anybody else that knows me, that I can go in there and I can make the trades. I can make the draft picks needed to build a team. However, I don't think I am the best because of 2 failed drafts and some couple of questionable decisions with the first year that I did. However, that one draft solidified my position to take over the NFC West, which, yes, people can say it's not competitive, but at the end of the day, hey, that's 4 straight division titles, playoff appearances. The only people I can't get it against is myself. I'll tell you right, myself is the biggest problem with me. And if myself is nicknamed Young, then hey, yeah, I got a Young and Roach problem. But other than that, man, the way that I built the team, it's currently, I started off at below an 80, and now it is at a 95 overall, which is 3rd best in the league. I still have Stephon Diggs a part of the team, and Dawson Knox was from year 1, also with Thibodeau. And considered that Stockton and Tua, that was a trade. I pretty much did a complete overall of the team to get it where it's at today. I'm going to tell y'all the key to success of what I've been doing. To be honest with you guys, I only re-sign 3 players a year, no matter what. I let everybody else walk. So if I have 13 up for signing, 3 are getting signed, and that's it. And then from there, I look at free agency and say, okay, how I want to go about it. And typically, I only pick up 1 free agent if I need them. Other than that, man, the draft is my focus, and pretty much I let everybody walk. That's it. And because I always prepare for the future and everything else. So that's my secret. It's not a secret anymore. I'm going to do the same thing this year. I'm only going to sign 3 people. If that, I might only sign 2. But I'm like everybody else walk. So that's just my thing, and I'm keep it going. We'll see if it works, because at the end of the day, regression is going to hit. You're going to have people get old, or people want a lot of money, man. And to get Tua wrapped up early, I think was a blessing before it was a curse. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, number 3, drum roll. And this man probably doesn't think, what the hell? What am I doing on Legends list for all-time GMs? It's the New England Patriots. Sure is. He started with this team below at 82 with Matt Jones, sorry ass. And during that time, this cat was able to build DBU straight up. DBU with that team. And whether Madden gave him those free D's, whereas I don't know if he was able to bargain with the devil, but this man was able to get a DBU that no person had ever seen. Uh, I can't say too much how he went about developing them. I don't know, but the fact that he has this team and those DBs like that is sick. Um, and if you look at DBU, he did not get worse. He got better. He has Patrick Surtain. Yes, he has Patrick Surtain. Christian Gonzalez on that team. And also Amir Speed. And if people know, Amir Speed is one of the fastest cornerbacks, along with Jesse Bates. So yeah, this is a DB group from hell. I give him props in that, and right now I just wanted to recognize him. The only thing I'm gonna say about Qua, man, why the hell did you develop all of them with man coverage? That was the worst thing you did, and that's probably why you're not at number 2 at the one. Um, but the one thing I want to give you kudos about, you are 93 overall. You made the playoffs every year. I believe you won your division every year. You even made the old Jets users quit. Good job, Qua. On top of that, you have 27 million in cap space. So you got to look at that, man. When you develop a team, how much space does a man have to keep pushing the needle, keep pushing the narrative? And one thing about Qua, man, I was in the division with him last Madden. The guy can draft. So yeah, you get into number 3, man. I'm gonna keep it moving. At number 2, and this is no surprise, um, this guy right here has not made a single trade in 4 seasons, 5 seasons going on 5. He has 1 Super Bowl. He has a 95 overall team, and he also has 32 million in cap space. And I'm gonna tell you again, he has not made one single trade in this disc that I've seen. And people could tell me, has he made a trade? Let me know. But he has not made a trade. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, the Pittsburgh Steelers are the number 2 team. That's Austin. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he's able to develop the teams the way he does. I know it's by winning, but for him to miss, I believe, did he miss a playoff one time? I believe he missed the playoffs, or he lost, or second seed. I don't know, man. Austin, I have to look it up again. My brain, I've already taken my medicine for the day. I'm getting old, but I know Austin did get a Super Bowl year 1. But last year I know was his tough year, and now he's 0-2 based on a fair sim, and lost 1 to the Bengals. But other than that, man, he's still able to hold firm at a 95 overall team. I am definitely impressed with it. Hopefully that translates to wins. I keep saying that theme, the same common theme, but I think Austin has to change up his style, man. He's getting too conservative. He has to open up that playbook, man. Focus more on the passing. And we'll see. I think Austin can hold it, man, and right the ship, but hey, only time will tell. And number one, I'll tell you this guy, limited trades, first of all. I think he only made 1 trade to where he received one of the top linebackers in the AFC. Only reason because he let go of the top receiver in the NFC. He's made every single player fit to his style. I do not understand why he builds the receivers the way he does, because people won't allow him to get the speed he requires, but he's made do with every single person. He even had 1 bad draft. The first draft that we had, that was the OP draft, was the worst draft he had, and he didn't get any goons from there. But believe it or not, every single draft after that, he was a beast. Also, he's 96 overall, and he has about 11 million in cap space right now, and has the youngest team based on overall. The youngest team in the league, guys. So this guy is only beginning. It's Roach. Roach with the number 1 GM award. And I'm going to be honest with you. I played in Roach 3 Maddens. This is not a surprise to me. He's always been like this. He's always built teams from the ground up. He tries to trade, but people learn not to trade him. So, man, I don't know, man. This is tough, man, to not put this guy at number 1. But outside of that, man, I'm going to keep it moving forward. But without the best, you have to have a worst, right? We are going to talk about the worst GMs. I know this is the one Gideon wanted to listen to it, but hey, definitely had to have the worst DMs. we're gonna start off with a little Tupac pain because it's painful to watch these guys. I did get sent a tier list that someone wants me to look at. Let me open the file and see what I got before I get into the worst licks. Okay. Well, Gideon's kind of too late. I'm giving my opinion. So, I mean, we can see what everybody else thinks, but yeah, I like it. Sorry about talking about it in public, but yeah. Uh, Let me go through my list, tell you guys who I think, and we'll see what's up. So, we'll start off last. Honorable mention. I'm going to say why this guy's honorable mention. He is honorable mention because at the end of the day, man, he made one questionable move that just caught me just where I just don't understand it. This would be the last Redskins user not named Kung Fu, but he's not in this league anymore. So honorable mention actually goes to the new Chicago Bear user. Um, he has a team that people would dream to have. People would love to have this team and love to be a part and start with this squad. But this team is on its third owner. Yes, third owner. Um, and it was the perfect setup squad without even trading anybody. Just get the quarterback in there, let go of a couple of pieces you didn't need, and keep it moving. But yeah, the Jair Alexander trade for quarterback money, man, doesn't make any sense to me at a star level. I know I'm gonna keep on talking about it, and you're not winning games, so hey, I can't say it's that, but I think you won one against the Cardinals in the next game I played you, so we'll see where it goes from there, man. But I have to put you in as honorable mention for one of the worst GMs. All right, number 5. Oh, I'm gonna just do this. That was number 5. I'm gonna go number 4. Number 4. I'm gonna tell you what the guy did first, and then I'll say the team at the end. But he had one draft where he drafted 3 running backs, I think in a row. I think one went in the first, one went to the second round, one went to the third. He had a ton of picks. I think he had a Texans pick, 2 first-round picks. He did get one draft to where he, not draft pick to where he picked one of the best defensive tackles in the league. But other than that, man, the guy is just running back happy. Um, and I don't believe he's drafted to his knees, and it's cost him to be last in his division every single year. Uh, his ranking for that team is like 82, 83 overall. He just got like taken to the whoop shit against the Bengals last week. Um, and currently, man, it's one of them things. I know he used to be a team builder. We've seen him build teams. Hell, I've seen him win a Super Bowl before. It's the Arizona Cardinals. It's Twist. I think it's honestly a little bit too late, man. I think everybody's too far ahead. He is starting off with a new quarterback. Kyler Murray experiment is done. But I just don't think he has the weapons on offense to get past anybody. And defense is just in shambles, man. And he's getting the picks. He's getting the drafts, man. I just think he's drafting the wrong people. Or this man is just not to his forte. Number 3, this guy had one solid year. Yes, one solid year. Where I was on the train, man, like, hey, man, this guy's going to do it. This guy is awesome, blah, blah, blah. And I got shit for it. He also did this. With all the picks he was drafting, man, and multiple picks in the top 5, he was trying to find the fastest wide receivers while we already had 2 fast wide receivers on his team. Didn't make any sense to me, and he left one of the best quarterbacks on the board to be taken by somebody else, which is what he needs in this conference, considering how many people air out the ball in that conference. And then his first 2 picks, man, draft picks always go to somebody that doesn't make sense for his team. It's the Dolphins. It's the Dolphins, man. I don't think he rebounds. I think he's too far gone. But I think, he is the 3rd worst GM in this league. East Side is pretty much the new South Side, man. I don't know where he's going with this team, but pretty much, man. I don't know. I can't tell you. This is just something to is just lost in space. Number 2, yes, number 2. This dude, I could have moved him out of this because he did just make a trade in the league that got his picks back and is going to make him younger. The problem is, man, I think now people need to have the nucleus in store and set for what they're going to do next, man. I'll tell you what he did to put in this spot number 2. He signed and revamped that whole team. I think at one point he had Aaron Donald. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking about the wrong user, but I don't care. He did this, though. He did sign Trey Lance to a long-term deal, only to sign Bryce Young and give away one of the best rookie wide receivers. It was terrible. It was Larry Royale, my boy. I supported Royale in his rise and ascension, and you ended up passing him over to get Bryce Young. And I get it. You got a long, long, long run in the playoffs, man, deep, man, to where you had to play against Young, only to lose. But damn, man, that team is done. That team is done, man. I think you just gave away a nucleus piece and Micah Parsons, and yeah, you got a whole bunch of players that I'm like, okay, at the end of the day, yeah, they can perform, but they're not nowhere in here on that caliber position. And with you getting draft picks, you have to develop those picks. But people don't understand what development pick means beating everybody's ass. I don't think I don't think you're going to be able to build with Young, with Showtime, with all the other builders in the NFC period. But good luck, man. But that still doesn't remove off the worst GM's list because you do not know how to manage money worth of shit. But it is what it is. Once again, it's Legends' opinion. Hey, take it to the bank, talk to somebody else, but it is what it is. Moving on to the number one worst GM of the league. Yes, and it's for a reason. And this last name on this man is the reason being because his brother has done it. But his brother has righted the ship, so I cannot put him on this list. This GM, period, GM, the name period is an Achilles heel for him. He does not understand how to manage money. He don't understand how to draft. He doesn't understand how to trade. I mean, dude, it's bad because last season he gave up a first round pick for a receiver that was in free agency last year. So that tells you he didn't even care about signing him. On top of it, he had 130 million to spend to where he could have wrapped up his quarterback, but instead decided to blow up everybody. I mean, I'm talking about he traded the water boy. Traded the water boy. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, for a Coke machine that don't work. So I can't figure out the rhyme or reason why this guy does it, except for the simple fact that he's just trying to figure it out, and he has no support. His brother don't care about supporting his team, don't helping him out at all, and that's probably pretty much the problem. It's Mr. Williams himself, Honcho. Yeah, he is the worst GM. I don't know what else to say about it, man. People can have their thought. He does win games, though. Yes, he does win games. Yes, the guy can play. However, I think I'm gonna say this, if all four of these users, five of these users, clean up their act with GM skills, I will say, man, they could be top 10 in any league. I swear to God, I'm dead serious about the comment. Except for Eastside. I take that back for Eastside. Because no. Let me put three users. Will definitely be top 10 in my book, man. Because I seen Twist win the Super Bowl. King Taz is a pretty good user, and Honcho, man, I seen him beat some people, man, that I never expect him to beat. So outside of that, man, that's my list. I don't have anything else outside of that. I will go through a quick recap of this week's schedule and see what we got left. Probably get a little predictions real quick. So let's see what we got here. Week 3, we got the Saints versus Texans. That game, they should be playing. That's going to be hard. So it looks like they're going to go Friday. So we'll see what happens. If not, it's going to be a fair sim, but it looks like they're going to be trying to play. So we'll see. Right now, I'm going to predict Benny wins that game. Real simple and quick. The Texans will be using that new running back, but we'll see what happens. But I too go Benny for that game. Colts versus Honcho. I think Honcho gets his first L right here, man. I think the Colts have the piece they need to terrorize quarterbacks, along with the best quarterback in the AFC at least, man, with Mahomes in there. So yeah, Honcho gets his first loss right there, and we'll see where it goes for them. But I think Harris picks up, man, and everything else. But hey, it is what it is. Lions against the Buccaneers. This is going to be a damn good game, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if the Lions win, I think Fireman's out. 0-3 for the Fireman is not in the cards. So good luck, Fireman. I hope you pull out something out the bag, man. But this is a game you absolutely have to take. But other than that, man, if I'm gonna go off gut, man, I'm gonna go off the Lions. Yep, Chef always cooks, man. And if he's cooking hot right now in the kitchen, I expect him to, man, just put the grease on point and on the fire and on the flames, bro. So good luck, brother. We'll see what happens. Chargers against the Raiders, man. We got Union Bowl. Union Bowl, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. K-Dub got that fucking in him. He got that fucking in him, meaning you ain't his boy when you playing the game. So I'm going with K-Dub all the way in this one, man. Block, I think sometimes you too nice, bro. You too nice, especially your crew. So yeah, I think K-Dub gonna be like, hey, I gotta get with you, bro. I gotta get you. take you out, and then we can be cool afterwards. So I'm gonna go K-Bro and that K-Dub in that game. Not by much though. I think he only wins by a touchdown. But we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully Block can step it up, but I think, man, he has a soft side for K-Dub, so we'll see. We got the Falcons against the Giants. That game already got played. What happened? Are they playing right now? I believe they're playing right now. So we get a live look in. Let me see what I got. And it's 7-0 with Giants up. Ball in the end zone. So we'll see what happens. Right now, I will go with Young winning that game. Okay, yeah. It's 2 seconds. All right. 2nd and 10 with Young up. All right, I got Young win that game, but we'll see what happens if that changes. All right, next, Steelers versus Bengals. This will be a damn good game, man. I think Austin does not want to go 0-3, and for that reason, I will give Austin a dub because Austin does not want to go 0-3. So I will get Austin that dub. So good luck, Austin. The Bengals are the hot team right now. We'll see what he can do, make adjustments, everything else. But I think Austin's really good at adjusting on the fly and figuring out what he needs to do. So we'll see. Next game, Bills versus the Commanders. I believe they have a game scheduled now. So advance will change to Saturday if they can play. They have not said it though, but they said they can run Saturday morning. So advance will be Saturday morning if these guys schedule the time as far as the Bills versus the Commanders. As far as who wins it goes, I'm not gonna lie, Kung Fu's pretty decent, man. He's pretty decent. If he started this league at the very beginning, man, I would say I'll be more confident in his skills. But right now, man, he's trying to navigate through those Commanders, which he has a decent team. I just think, honestly, Tariq doesn't give a fuck sometimes, and it shows in his play. So right now, I'm gonna go with Kung Fu. But man, I got high hopes for Tariq throughout the season. We'll see what he do. But hey, I think Commanders take that. We got Fuzz versus the Packers. I mean, this is a low-key good game, man. With Bird, playing pretty decent, man. I think Bird, man, when he plays, he can play. Unfortunately, man, Fuzz is on a tear right now, so I think Fuzz will win that game. We'll see how much he wins by, but I expect Fuzz to step up when he needs to, man, against teams he needs to beat. Anyways, moving on. I'm not going to talk about that game yet. Anyways, next game, Broncos versus Bears. I wonder if this game gets played. I expect the Broncos to get their first dub. The Bears, I just think, man, this league, shoot, man. You got to have the GM skills for this league. It has to all match out, man. If you're a one-trick pony, we'll see. But I think overall, man, the Bears take this game. Just how much is the question. Cardinals versus Rams. We all know who's gonna win that game. It's gonna be Twist, man. He's gonna step up. He's gonna beat my ass. We'll see what happens, man. But overall, man, I'm scared of him. All right, moving on. Titans versus Dolphins. Man, we got a new kid on the block, man, with Techstar 83, man. H-Town's own, man. He talking about he run Houston and shit big. Frizzle, he lives in Houston with y'all, bro. He gonna say he gonna whip y'all ass. Anyways, I'm going with Techstar on this game, man. I don't think it's gonna be even close, even if they do play. We'll see. Last but not least, we got Qua against Dante Smith. Low key, this is a good game, man. This is probably my dark horse game of the week too, with them two guys seeing each other. We'll see what they do. I want to say Qua wins this game. Smitty been awfully quiet. I don't know if he's taking another practice break. We will see. But Smitty, I'm not gonna lie, man. He's done a great job rebuilding these Browns, having a passion with them, man. But I think in his head, he probably knows, man, the writing's on the wall. He has to win now or sit in the back. But honestly, I'm gonna go with Qua. Actually, I'm gonna go with Qua this game. I sure am. Maybe that motivates Smitty. All right. So going back up to the true game of the week, Chiefs versus Vikings. This matchup, man, is going to be a matchup of a Super Bowl 4, Season 4, with Roach winning by a field goal in overtime. We are going to see what can happen in this game. I think this is going to be a meeting of wits. I think this isn't a must-win game for either team. However, it's going to show what these two teams got and what they can do and everything they built for the last, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons, all in one game. Will they see each other in another Super Bowl? I don't know. I don't think so. I told you Chef was my pick out of the NFC. And yes, I said it. Chef is my pick out of the NFC. With Vic still trying to hold strong to his AFC dominance. But right now in this game, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm going to go with Vic. I think he gets his revenge. I think he plays his ass off. I think he knows what he has to do to beat Roach. Roach has been slipping the last 2 games. He did get beat by Young, and he did get taken to the brink against Frizzle. So It might have a Super Bowl hangover. I don't know. But overall, man, we'll see what he does, man. We'll see what he does with the season. Um, I do expect some fireworks in that game. I expect the young players to get some assets, but we will see what happens. But other than that, man, I don't have anything else to report. I appreciate you guys. Hey, man, I'm enjoying this league. I'm enjoying everything as far as everyone's contributions to the league. Um, we have not missed a beat on advance. We have not missed a beat in the chat. Just remember, man, take care of your family, y'all. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. Tell me, man, the one most expensive thing in life is time. I'm not gonna try to preach to everybody, but at the end of the day, I want to make sure people take care of their mental health, their physical health, and the people around them, man. But much love and peace.
Already 3 in the morning, huh? It's going down. Leaning, drinking, drink, candy, sweets, you know what I'm saying? Third coast, nigga. UGK about the rake shop. This ain't note off that body.